let's go back to our blog post. The Malapert Smark episode 148 blog post with all our topics for today. I made this earlier today while I was at work, scrambling, trying to figure out what we're going to talk about on our podcast today. But okay, topic number 4. Nia fails to take the WWE title off of Tiffany, and instead that beef starts with Trish Stratus out of nowhere. But okay, this was storyline number 2 on our SmackDown post. If you want to, there's a link to that in the description if you guys want to see what we thought of every storyline from SmackDown. But for right now, I'm going to stick with Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. And it was a DQ finish, right? I guess I'll start with Vlad on this one, too. I'll start with Robert more on when we get to NXT, because he's more our NXT expert, and he watched that more in depth than Vlad did. But Vlad, okay, so you watched SmackDown.
Yes, more in depth as he watched it and I did it. So
yeah, definitely more in depth, that's for sure.
All right, well, let me start the clock with you. Well, first of all, I'll get your rating on this. So let me see. Vlad's rating, half thumbs up. I gave it a thumbs down. I'll say why in a minute. DQ loss for Nia Jax to Tiffany Stratton. I'm not talking about Charlotte yet, so hold your thoughts off on Charlotte coming out after that. I consider that a separate angle, really. But do you have any thoughts on the whole Nia Jax thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I didn't really understand why they even had to have this match. Honestly, I mean, nobody wants to see Nia with the title.
What's up?
Oh, what? Can you guys hear me? Is everything all right? Hello?
I think Robert's gonna have to exit and come back. It sounds like he doesn't hear us, right? Okay. Well, Vlad, you go ahead. It's
okay. I was just going to say that, yes, I didn't really understand why they even have to have this match. It didn't really seem to serve a purpose. Nobody wanted Nia as the champion. Everybody
so why did you even give a half thumbs up? That's what I don't understand.
Well, the match itself was okay. I didn't understand the point of it, but the match itself was okay. Like nothing. It wasn't like, it wasn't bad, and they did have some decent moments in this thing, so it was okay. Like I didn't hate it.
I just hated it because I don't see why Nia would be bragging and happy with a DQ loss. You know what I mean? Like she was going out boasting, leaving the arena, and then the thing with Trish Stratus jumping in to help Tiffany, like that was kind of out of nowhere. Are they friends? You know what I mean? That was kind of AEW. Like it wasn't set up at all. I don't know why she would, because they're blonde? They're both blonde or something? I don't know.
The only reason is Elimination Chambers in Toronto and Trish is in Toronto, and I guess she needs something to do that day. Cause, I don't know. Yeah,
they interviewed her earlier in the night. They're like, is there any chance that you'll be involved with Elimination Chamber? And they're like, maybe. I don't know. And I'm like, well, okay. This was a kind of a clunky, kind of lazy way to set up a match, in my opinion.
That part I agree with.
So I didn't really like it. I gave it a thumbs down. But Robert, do you have any thoughts on this whole Nia Jax thing, losing by DQ, being happy with it, and then Trish coming out to help Tiffany?
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't remember this at all. I mean, just based on how you're describing it, I'm not a fan of it. I don't know how differently I would have felt if I actually watched it, but okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain about seeing Trish Stratus in Elimination Chamber, but the way this was set up, not sure about how I feel about that.
All right, cool. Well, Nia Jax, because you dropped out for a second, we were talking about how she took a DQ loss and seemed happy with it and bragging on the way out, and I don't know, it didn't really make sense to me. It was kind of a waste of TV time. Like Vlad said, I don't see why they had to have this match. Nobody wants to see Nia as the champion. Nobody thought we were going to see Nia as a champion going into WrestleMania, so I don't know. I think this was kind of a fail, in my opinion, but I'm going to move on. Let's see what we got next. Topic number 4, I think. Are we on 4 or 5? Let me see. 5. That was topic number 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is right afterwards. So this is Charlotte comes out and picks Tiffany as a WrestleMania opponent. So let me go down to storyline number 5 on our or what the heck? Where is this? Where's this at? As I run through all of SmackDown. Storyline number 9 on our SmackDown review. Charlotte picks Tiffany. Okay, so Charlotte comes out after Tiffany's squabble with Nia. Tiffany's still on the ground in pain. Charlotte sits on a chair next to the fallen Tiffany and chooses Tiffany as her WrestleMania opponent. She said, the queen chooses you, right? So what are our reviews for this? Again, Robert didn't really stay awake through SmackDown, so we don't have a review from him. But Vlad gave it a half thumbs up. I gave another thumbs down on this one. I don't know. I wasn't really into this segment either. I thought it was kind of lazy, in my opinion, lazy and predictable. But I'll go with Vlad since he liked this kinda. Let's see what you thought of.
Well, this followed right after the attack, right? So she was laying there after Nia had kind of beat her and Trish up, right? So then all of a sudden Charlotte comes out, she sits on the chair, and she says something to the effect of, oh, wake up, something to that effect of, I choose you, the queen chooses you, for WrestleMania. It was okay. I didn't hate it like you did. I wouldn't give it a thumbs down, but you're right. It could have been more impactful or done in a different way. Where
I didn't hate it. I disliked it. 1 thumbs down is a dislike. 2 thumbs down is a hated it. But I disliked it, so I didn't hate it. Sorry.
That's a pretty thin line between dislike and hate. I think, But anyways, I think this was okay. I would just say that, that's why I give it a half thumbs up. I didn't think it was anything special, but. Plus, I think we all predicted it. We did predict that this would be the match for WrestleMania.
All right. Robert, do you have any thoughts on Charlotte picking Tiffany?
Well, not necessarily thoughts. More a question to you guys, since you guys actually watched this. Because remember, in either last week or 2 weeks ago, I did mention that. Since Tiffany Stratton is getting more of the positive reactions than Charlotte, that I think they should do a double turn. The way this was presented, did it look like it was going that direction or not?
Well, in a sense, yes. Well, go ahead, Ken. You want to answer?
I don't think they're actually going to do a double turn like Robert wants, like a day where there's where Charlotte does a horrible heel thing, and I think it's already happened. Like Tiffany is getting cheered. She's kind of a baby face. She was facing Nia Jax. You know what I mean? Her face turn was when she turned on Nia Jax and hit her with that briefcase. So Charlotte turning heel, I don't know. She's kind of already acting like a bitch. So I don't think there's going to be a day where there's a double turn. I think it's already
it already happened. Okay,
it's already happened little by little. That's my opinion. But.
Yeah, this was a heel move by Charlotte, right? I mean, the way she was just talking to her like that, while she's she's down. So yeah, I would agree.
Prior to this segment, Charlotte didn't necessarily do any heel actions, right? This was you could say that this would be the official thing that really marked the turn, I guess.
I mean, if acting overconfident is a heel thing to do. That she's been telling everyone she's better than them. She's been going to every show saying, yeah, you're good, but I'm better. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, nothing too heelish, but yeah, this is the first one. Maybe there'll be more. Maybe there'll be more. So we'll see. Yeah, this is very early on. I guess the feud's going to start. But overall, yeah, this was kind of as Vlad texted me saying this WrestleMania build so far has been mid. I think this segment itself was a little mid.
Again, I think that was Robert.
That was me.
I'm on the fence about where it's going right now.
That was Robert. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why I thought that was you. Okay, all right. So Robert thinks the WrestleMania build has been mid, and I'm with him so far. So I'm worried, and I heard that the IWC is worried in general for this WrestleMania if it's going to be as hot as it was. I guess I'll give my thoughts about that. At the end of our WWE main roster talk, WrestleMania build. Let me write that down.